Hey everybody, the following is an excerpt from the monthly Rahdo Roundup, and if you'd like to see the rest of the roundup, you can hit that eye up in the top right corner of the screen, or if you'd like to know more about the game, you can follow the link down in the show notes. And with that out of the way, let's talk about
Pyramido, which is a brand new tile laying game that is really sharp. It's largely an abstract game where we are drafting dominoes and marking sections of them as we draft them so that we will score them later. And, I have played a lot of pyramid building games over the years. It's a surprisingly common conceit in board gaming. And one thing that's always struck me as odd about them is the way that you can start working on one level but then start building on additional levels, which just seems kind of weird. I really love the fact that this game, no, you have to finish your entire base level before you go to the next level and the next level and then the final level, because you're building a 4-level, 3-dimensional pyramid out of dominoes. So the interesting thing is, every time you finish a level, that's when you trigger a mid-game scoring. And you're trying to get the different colored sections of your dominoes lined up with scoring tokens on them, with more scoring icons inside those dominoes, so you can get big scores. But here's the interesting thing. Once you finish the ground level, and everybody's scored all the ground level, and you start building the second level, your second level starts covering up the majority of the scoring icons from the ground level, and only the outskirts ones are left. But if you can build smart when you're building your second, your third level, you can be laying things out so that, hey, when I put this on my second level, it'll reactivate the scoring of my first level, the stuff that's still exposed. And that is very cool. Both Jen and I were very impressed. This is a fun, sharp, fast playing, it's less than a half an hour. It's almost a filler length game. It's largely abstract, but it's still a really great table presence. These little colorful pyramids we're building are just gorgeous. The components are nice, and the tension is there. Am I going to be able to get the domino I desperately need to be able to activate my second and first level icons when I get to the third level? There's some brinksmanship of, I'm actually purposely going to try to score less this round so I can go first next round so I can get that. Because another thing too, when you take a tile, you pick what new tile gets added to the draft area, and players can see what all the tiles are. So you can do a fair bit of, tactical and strategic planning. It's really sharp. I think a lot of people are going to love this. And honestly, my only problem with it, other than the fact it's a fairly abstract game, but that's okay. It's still a lot of fun. But the main thing is, because you have all that advanced planning you can do to determine what tiles are going to be available next round, and you can see what tiles are going to be available the round after that. I found as a 2-player game, a lot of my decision making was less about, hey, what's best for me? Because, these are all good for me, but what hurts you the most if I keep it buried or if I take it from you? There are the hate drafting, and more importantly, the hate refilling of the draft queue is strong with this game as a 2-player experience, because it's so easy to see what you are so desperate for. And, if just one quick move, I can keep that from you and make you lose 10 or 15 points, that is painful. And I don't think that would happen at a higher player count, because you really couldn't be able to keep track of like 3 other players' pyramids. But as a 2-player game, because there has no solo mode, as a 2-player game, it's sharp and it is kind of cutthroat in a Go-like kind of way, which I think is going to be great for a lot of people who are looking for those opportunities to, undercut your opponent and keep them from doing, getting those big, massive scores while still pulling off those yourself. It's fun, it's fast, it's gorgeous, it's satisfying, it's really smart, but it is a little bit cutthroat as a 2-player game, which is why Pyramido comes in at number 9 on the list.
And thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It makes a huge difference, believe me. But with that out of the way, if you'd like to see some more, over on the left, you can find a playlist of a whole bunch more Rahdo Rapid reviews. Up in the top right, there's the latest thing that's been added to the channel. And in the bottom right, you've got something YouTube recommends. Okay, folks, thanks for watching.